Welcome back everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you my smoked queso recipe. All right, now we're going to be using our pellet smoker today. So we're going to start by opening up our hopper and we'll get some pellets in. Now it's not going to be a very long cook, so that's plenty of pellets. So now we'll shut our lid, turn our smoker on, rotate our dial to select our temperature, and we'll go 120 Celsius or 250 Fahrenheit. And now that'll go through its preheating cycle. While it's doing that, we can get our queso ingredients ready. All right, so to get started, we've got some Spanish chorizo sausage. You can honestly use any of your favorite sausages or any of your favorite ground meats. I'm just going to get started by taking the casings off of these, and then we're just going to brown them off. All right, then I'm just going to get them into a pan on medium heat, and then we're just going to quickly dice up half a brown onion. So I'm just going to chop that straight in half, chop the end off, just going to peel the outside, and then I'm just going to slice it down like so. Then come back the other way, and now I can just slice it and we'll get some nice finely diced brown onion. That can go into our pan as well. Now we just want to break that sausage down, brown it off, as well as the onion too. All right, now this is looking good. I'm happy with that. But if you're working with a fattier sausage and you're noticing a lot of rendered fat, you'll want to drain it before we put it together with the rest of the ingredients. But for now, I'm going to take this off the heat and put it aside. All right, now to make it clean up easy, we're going to be putting everything into a foil tray. We're going to start with our cheeses. Now you'll see in a lot of American recipes that we use Velveeta cheese. We can't really get that here in Australia, so I'm just going to use some American burger cheese. This is 12 slices. Just going to cut that into quarters, and we'll get that in one corner of our foil tray. And then I've got a 125 gram block of extra sharp cheddar, and then a 250 gram pack of cream cheese. Now you don't have to use this cheese combination. If you've got another favorite cheese combination, you can absolutely do that. Get as creative as you want with this recipe, but this is just what I personally like. And then we've got one large green jalapeno. If you like spice, you can leave the seeds in. If you want it a bit milder, we're just going to take the seeds out like I'm doing here. So I'm just scraping that membrane and the seeds out with a teaspoon. And then we're just going to finely dice that. We'll get our jalapeno in, and then we're going to use around the same amount of red capsicum. And then I've got a small amount of coriander here. This will be about a tablespoon worth once I've finely chopped that. And that can go in. And then we'll go in with our chorizo and onion mix. Then we'll go in with a tin of chopped tomatoes. I'm just going to get that over the meat to stop the meat from drying out. And then we're just going to give everything a nice season with my steak shooter rub. But if you've got another favorite rub, preferably a Mexican flavor, then go ahead and use that. I can see our smoke is up to temperature now, so we can get this straight in. And we'll let that go for around 15 to 20 minutes before we come back to check on it. All right, we are 20 minutes in. Let's have a closer look. All right, we're getting some good melt on that cheese. We're just going to give it a little mix for now. Some of that cheese still needs to melt further. All right, that is looking good. So we'll close this lid now and give it another 20 minutes, then we'll come back and check on it. All right, we're just going to add a little bit of freshness to the top of our queso once it's done. So I'm just going to start by getting one tomato, take the seeds out, and then we're just going to finely dice that. We're going to get that into a bowl, and we're just going to finely chop a little teaspoon worth of coriander. Add that in, and then the juice of half a lime. And we'll give that a good mix. Now we'll just put that back in the fridge to use once our queso is done. All right, we're another 20 minutes in, so around 40 minutes in total. We're just going to give this one last stir, and then this is done. So a 40-minute cook in total. Obviously that time will vary depending on how hot your barbecue or oven is and how big you make your queso as well. Queso is quite forgiving. You can do them a little bit hotter and faster, so you can get this cooked down to probably 20, 30 minutes if you really wanted to. All right, and then all we need to do to finish that off is add our tomato, and then you can serve it with your favorite corn chips. Now this can come out and we'll give it a try. That is so good. That is one you've definitely got to try. I'll put the full recipe down in the description below. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments section. But for now, that's the end of the video. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.